Why TikTok remains banned in India despite a thaw in China ties. In recent years, the geopolitical relationship between India and China has been a complex dance of diplomatic engagement and strategic competition. While there have been noted efforts to de-escalate tensions following the deadly Galwan clash in 2020, one decision has remained firmly in place: the ban on the popular short video app TikTok and dozens of other Chinese applications. For millions of Indian users who once thrived on the platform, a question lingers. If relations are improving, why is the TikTok ban still permanent? The answer lies not in transient diplomacy, but in a fundamental shift in India's approach to national security, data privacy, and digital sovereignty. The origin of the ban: a national security imperative. The ban was not an isolated event. In June 2020, amid a military standoff at the Line of Actual Control, LAC, the Indian government invoked its power under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act to block 59 Chinese apps, with TikTok being the most prominent. The official reason was that these apps were prejudicial to the sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security of state, and public order. The core concern was data. The government and security agencies expressed apprehension that these apps, owned by companies subject to Chinese law, could be harvesting vast amounts of user data from Indian citizens. This data, which includes location information, browsing history, and biometrics, posed a potential threat to India's national security, as it could be misused for profiling, espionage, or influencing democratic processes. The thaw in relations: why it doesn't apply to TikTok. While there have been diplomatic and military talks between India and China to disengage from flashpoints, the underlying issues that led to the app ban remain unresolved. The security concerns are structural. The security threat posed by data harvesting is not contingent on the temperature of diplomatic relations. It is a structural issue embedded in China's National Intelligence Law of 2017, which mandates that Chinese companies must support, assist, and cooperate with the state intelligence work. This law effectively means that companies like ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, could be compelled to hand over data collected on Indian users to the Chinese government. A temporary thaw does not negate this legal reality. India's firmed-up stance on digital sovereignty: the ban catalyzed India's focus on Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India. The vacuum left by TikTok was quickly filled by homegrown alternatives like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and domestic platforms like Moj and Josh. This proved that Indian innovators could build successful digital products, keeping economic value and data within the country. Reversing the ban now would be seen as a step backward from this goal of digital self-reliance. Establishing a legal precedent, the government's action was challenged in court, but it was upheld. The Indian judiciary supported the state's right to take such measures in the interest of national security. Reinstating the apps without a robust new legal framework for data protection and cross-border data flows would undermine this precedent and could be legally and politically complicated. The road ahead: no return to the old normal. The message from the Indian government is clear. The ban is not a bargaining chip in diplomatic negotiations. It is a settled matter of policy. For TikTok to even have a hypothetical chance of returning, several monumental hurdles would need to be cleared. A radical change in data laws. TikTok would need to offer an unprecedented, verifiable, and watertight guarantee that Indian users' data is stored locally and is completely inaccessible to any foreign government, including China's. A robust Indian data protection law. India would need to fully operationalize its own comprehensive data protection regime, providing a clear legal framework for how companies must handle citizen data. A fundamental shift in geopolitical trust. The deep-seated trust deficit between India and China, rooted in border disputes and strategic rivalry, would need to see a transformation that is currently not on the horizon.